I put a phone in the soda that's dope.
Baby on the neck getting foolish. Live on the set with the gang and Mike Cooley. I'm just coolin'. Coolin' with the gang. Coolin' with the gang. Cooley and the gang. We be on the neck getting foolish. Live on the set with the gang and Mike Cooley. I'm just coolin'. Coolin' with the gang. Coolin' with the gang. Cooley and the gang. Nothing better than a professor. Watch him cook up coolin'. Big G, can't forget my nigga Mike Cooley. Keep it hot like a pot of carrot. Sweet as Mayberry. Question is she single? Is she single? We'll find out when I call and I be geeking off G. Laughing till I'm nauseous. Caution, they going all in. Leaving no stones unturned, no topic untouched. They love to cuss and they fuck shit up. Brother, I keep my money right. Make sure you keep that money right. Make sure you keep that money right. Glam sham, keep the jewelry tight. Make sure you keep it. We on weekly. Make sure you peep it. Matt King state of mind, the best kept secret. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. So do it. Introduce it. The gang and Mike Coolin'. We be on the neck getting foolish. Live on the set with the gang and Mike Cooley. I'm just coolin'. Coolin' with the gang. Coolin' with the gang. Cooley and the gang. We be on the neck getting foolish. Live on the set with the gang and Mike Cooley. I'm just coolin'. Coolin' with the gang. Coolin' with the gang. Cooley and the gang.
You are tuned in to the Cooley and the Gang Show on Blockworks Radio.
Do boing boing. Ha, yeah.
Right.
What's going on? What's going on?
I'm sorry. That's what my son calls my dad. Pop pop.
That's what my son called me too.
See, that's what I was waiting for right there. That's what it. I was waiting for that part right there. I knew that was coming.
The professor never disappoints.
No, he does disappoint, but we still let him come around anyway. But it's all good. Shout out to everybody that's joined us for the early show. Shout out to everybody on IG Live. What's up, Nay? I see you creeped in. What's up, Talk That Slick Talk. His superstar. How you doing? Everybody that came in, NJ Rich, what's up? If you're coming in, shout you, let us know you're here so we can shout you out. We always tell y'all, we like to know who's here.
Yes,
we like to say hi to y'all, say what's up. What's up, Matt? Matt gonna be a little late. Mayberry, she's not gonna make it tonight. What's up, Loud Entertainment in the building? What it do? G, you'll probably pop in, and Shannon's over there making my dinner because I like my women to make my dinner before she come to work. So, so you know how that is. So let's just go ahead and jump right into this. So, sitting at my desk, and this just happened, and I'm trying to pull it up. I had to change screens because I hate when we try to do stuff on the show and I pull up the articles. I want to read only. You know how you go to news sites and it's always got all that other stupid shit. So elementary school shooting in Texas. This just happened maybe a few hours ago. At first they said it was like one person deceased and some injuries, but now they're saying 14 students and one teacher is dead. And this is elementary school. The shooter was 18 years old. I'm trying to pull out what I can. I'm trying to get some read only. Get all this goddamn gibberish off the screen. But let's see. Salvador Romas, who is now deceased, abandoned his car and entered Robb Elementary in Uvalde, Texas, with a handgun and possibly a rifle. Oh my God, this is why I hate these damn news sites with all these fucking ads and shit.
That's crazy.
With a gun and a rifle, 2 people are confirmed to have arrived at University Hospital in critical condition. A 60-year-old woman and a 10-year-old girl, both are listed in critical condition. That was earlier. Now they're saying it's 14 students and a teacher that were killed. And details are still coming in, but you add this on top of what happened in Buffalo a couple weeks ago, and now this, a friend of mine had told me, and I don't like to call him a conspiracy theorist because that's not what he was like. Yo, around election time, every time, shit's pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to join in on the conspiracy theory that if you think about what happened in Buffalo, what just happened today, we kind of in the spiritual community call it like a sacrifice. I hate to say it. Things are just not mathing. Like we never, I mean, ever since what was it, 99 when Columbine took place, it seemed like it's like clockwork, and and a lot of I guess sites that I go on just out of curiosity say be careful of the moon and the moon phases because that makes or break a ritual.
Like a cycle?
Yes, the cycle. And it's 8 phases to the moon. So it sounds pretty, yeah.
Well, this elementary school is about 83 miles west of San Antonio, and the shooter, from what I understand, is deceased. This one did not get to go into custody and get to order a Big Mac and all that other shit.
What complexion was he?
I'm assuming from his name. Maybe in our field, maybe it's not good to assume, but I'm not even going to assume.
So, I've been watching a couple of things as far as they started with the pandemic and the conversation of what happens to people when they've been I won't say cooped up, but made to stay still for a period of time. That's one thing. Then you look at the chaoticness that's happened in politics. Then you look at the chaos across the world.
Right.
It appears that there is nobody in control anymore. Like it appears that everything is just a free for all, and we really don't have anybody that's holding anybody accountable on a large scale. So with that being said, it's not surprising to me that you see this type of stuff. I asked a question a long time ago when we were talking about like ISIS and the Taliban. I said, what would happen if one day they started attacking schools? Like, wouldn't that change the dynamics of you wanting to send your child to school? Like, wouldn't that change like how you feel about it? Well, let's shift it from someone outside of the United States to someone inside the United States that are now terrorizing the communities, just period. Whether we're talking about somebody that's of color or whether we're talking about somebody that's not of color, I mean, the fact still remains the same that you in the places where we used to be safe are no longer safe. And does that change the dynamics of how you interact on your daily journey? Like, is your mind different? Are you thinking about alternatives? Like is this going to shift the way that we do things? Because see, here's the thing. I know some people are going to say we need to do something about gun laws. Gun laws don't affect people who have illegal guns. They only affect people who have legal guns. Now, I know a lot of these people that are doing these shootings, well, some of these people that are doing mass shootings have legal guns, but they can also get these guns illegally too. It's not like it can't happen. They just don't have to do it. So, I mean, they still want to have access to it. I'm still cooking. It's almost done. Actually,
that was me. I was eating.
Oh, I was going to say, it actually looked like it's getting ready to burn, to be honest with you.
Oh, get please.
But yeah, so it's it's a different world now, and we're seeing a progression of ignorance, and it's only getting worse and worse as time goes on. It seems like the mentality of the people around is getting like lunatic like. Like I just saw something earlier where this guy try to snatch this girl. Now I have my opinions about it. I'm not gonna read a whole lot into it, but just stuff like that. You got this young man just went in and shot up some people in an elementary school. Now we can argue his reasoning behind it, but at the end of the day, all those people that were involved didn't have anything to do with the reason why you did it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's it's a scary situation, and I don't really see what the resolve or what the answer is, or how these things are going to change, because the age, and another thing is the age ranges. The age ranges are starting from young children up to grown older men.
Right.
Like, you can't even pinpoint a certain age range. You can't pinpoint a certain demographic of people, because yes, white people are doing mass shootings, but as people of color, we killing people every day. Like Baltimore City alone is maxing out the murder rate. You know what I mean? And that's just as here. What about the other cities, the urban cities where this is going on? You know, it's a sad scenario. Now, guess what? Guess what we ain't been talking about lately? We ain't been talking about no police killing nobody, right?
Nope.
But it's something that we always try to make it seem like this is a ongoing thing, and it always happens to people of color.
Yeah.
It's a needle in a haystack in the grand scheme of things. Now, I understand the importance of it, but we really have to start dialing down and how we're going to change the way that we deal with each other as human beings, like the brother said that came on one time before. As human beings, something has shifted in us.
Mm-hmm.
So NJ Rich says, NJ Rich says, do you think the progressive movement of the country is at fault for the danger in the country? What's up, brother Nash? Just pop up out of nowhere, brother. I know you seen I text message you and called you. Gonna pop up here and say peace and power. Call me back. Shit.
You just gonna blow up his spot, huh?
Call me back. Trying to make sure we good for Friday.
So when it comes to what's going on as far as the direction of the country, I do think that some of it has to do with a push. And it's easier to push people to a direction as opposed to try to convince them of it. You know, instead of trying to convince them of it with just conversation or news reports. It's easier to just say, hey, look, this is happening, we need to do this. It's a lot simpler to do it that way. But I don't know. I don't know the overall workings of it. I will tell you this, and this is just my opinion. Who was it recently? It was somebody recently. We had a conversation about the white guy saying that something about people of color being the minority or the majority. Something recent just happened. I forgot exactly how it went. And the comment that I made was, what that means to me is that white America has realized that their time is up as far as being the leaders in certain arenas, right? So they pulling out all the stops now. So the guns is flooding the streets, no holds barred. You can have all the guns. The drugs is hitting the streets, no holds barred. You can have this. You can have all the drugs. We're gonna allow certain countries or certain people to kill themselves off because they already said that they were trying to lessen the population. What is it? The Georgia Guidestone? That's real shit. Like that ain't no made up stuff. Right. So it's saying like a certain amount of people. You can only have a certain amount of people in the world before you start eradicating resources. Then, I don't know if y'all heard this shit or not, and I feel like I don't know if I brought this up last time or if it just recently happened. I think it might have happened. I think it happened last Monday. But either way, did y'all see the damn news reporter say that we've had an unusual amount of UFOs that we can't explain why we seeing them? Did y'all see that shit?
I've been seeing different stuff pop up like that. Yeah, I've been seeing that, but I be thinking that somebody fucking with me, so I ain't really.
No.
The shit was on the news.
He's right. They have stated that there has been an increase in the UFO activity, but
see, here's the thing. Like it's a cluster of a whole bunch of different things happening right now, and some people know, some people don't. Don't you think that if there's an issue about UFOs, that it should be on every news channel every damn day?
That's what I would have thought.
They're not saying nothing about it. They only said it that one time, and that was the last thing I heard about it. But see, we so focused on certain things that we missing the bigger picture. like this shit is happening in these different cities. It's a way to get control of it. The governments have to start doing what parents do, and I know people don't like to hear it that way, but that's what the government is. That's the parent of the city, state, whatever, however you want to look at it. They are the parents when you can't parent or police yourself. They are the ultimate governing body. You're supposed to be able to govern yourself, govern your children. If you can't do it, then they're supposed to do it.
Right.
So if they start taking that stance and taking that position, we'll start seeing some changes as far as, you know, on a lower level is concerned. But right now, this shit is just chaos.
Yeah.
So Nell says, attention, some of these people want to be infamously known. I'm sorry.
That too.
Y'all think that have anything to do with it? Or is this?
It's a combo. Because I don't know if anyone recalled the young black guy that it was something, I think it was last year, the year before last. I know it was right before the pandemic. He did a shooting, and then they was like, he was a former veteran. So it's just a lot of people say conspiracy, but like the professor said, the newscaster did talk about aliens, and then it got snatched. Because in a way, they want you to know, but they don't want you to know. But it's all like organized chaos.
Organized confusion. That's what this is.
Yeah, organized chaos.
So, people wanting to be known. Absolutely. That's always been an issue. Shit, that's been an issue since we've been young. Like these, people want to be involved. They want to be important. Mm-hmm. We're in an age where being known and being important means the difference between eating and starving in some cases with some of these people. Yeah. Look at social media. Look at what social media has done for a small number of people, but in our minds, a big number of people because we stay on social media so often, right? But a lot of these guys want to be important and do a whole bunch of stuff because they've been subconsciously taught that being known and being talked about brings money, right? Brings likes, brings views. I look at some of this stupid shit that these people be posting online, and I say to myself, there's no way that you think that was a smart thing to do. You got these young kids pointing guns on the camera, face showing and everything. And in my mind, I'm saying, yo, who told y'all that that's what gangsters do? That was some gangster shit for you to show guns on it. I don't understand.
That's a good one. Like, I want to show this. I think I got this from you. I think you sent me this, and this shit bugged me out right here.
I was just up on the block, towing the pole, had that little dress and the weed. I be raw robbers and thieves, walked out shit, got a brand new pole every week. I'm trying to catch me a body, hop out like Scotty, itching to catch me a robber. We stand over a body, get up inside him, turn his ass right to a homie. I was just up on the block.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
These are some young ones, youngins.
Yeah. It's like middle school, elementary school.
And look, I told y'all last week. What me and Shannon going through trying to get this fucking house in America is blowing my mind. Look at all these goddamn guns they got. If I could get this house as easy as they got all these goddamn pistols, you wouldn't hear me complain about shit in life.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, first thing is, just playing devil's advocate. Let's just say hypothetically, they all have prop guns. If they do, then kudos to them. But I for some reason I don't think so. The second thing is this. Let's look past the gun thing for just 1 second, right? Of course, that's the bigger concerning issue of this. But let's look past that for just 1 second. If you listen to the lyrics of what they just said, right? Everything that they just said in those lyrics, that lets you know where their mentality is. That lets you know that if these guns are not real, it is a great chance that they do have access to them, or they really have real guns, or they're interested in that. That's what their lifestyle is about. That's what they want to be involved in. But that's how it goes.
Surprise, Brother Nance is in the building.
Peace, 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 and power. How y'all feeling?
Not bad.
Right.
Appreciate it, bro. But okay, I give you the devil, and I'm usually the king of devil's advocate. But all right, let's say all right, they are prop guns. All right, still the principle behind it. Like, all right, like when somebody gonna make a video full of super soakers and shit? Remember Tupac had the video where they was chasing everybody around with super soakers, and the girls was in the nice bikinis, and they was at the pool having fun and shit. Like, I don't nobody want to have fun no more, yeah.
Yeah, about to say, yo, nobody wants to keep hearing drug music and violence, bro. Like, I don't want to keep hearing about people getting killed and all that. Like, I can't take it, bro. I don't even listen to it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even. I mean, I try not to listen to it. Let me just say that.
And I really try to be fair, and I try to think back. Like the other day, I sat back and I was like, okay. And I really try to be fair, and I try to think back. The background. I try to think about, all right, what was I listening to at about that age?
ABC.
I just listened to the Playground earlier today.
Aisha.
I mean, we had our rough, like we had, we came up with WA, Mobb Deep, but it feels like it was different to me, like for some reason. And I might just be being biased, but it felt different to me.
No, it's not. But the difference is like it was a lot more love and a lot more community and a lot more family back then. It was a lot more. It was a different type of adult. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, my mother gave me the records, but we were definitely separated in what we listened to. Like, we wasn't riding in the car listening to the music together. She gave it to me to grow up with while she listened to what she was listening to. You know what I mean? Right now, it's a cross-generational thing because everybody is like Heavy D. Yeah, my mother listened to Heavy D. Guy, all that. Yeah, that was in the car. Run DMC, all the regular, you know what I mean? But like the dive deep, but none of that music inspired me to sell drugs or kill nobody or like, I mean, it was music. It was entertainment. You know what I mean? Like you said, I'm looking at all the names people dropping. Yeah, I mean, I was born in the 70s, so, I get it.
And I was just talking about
this a loveless generation, Mike Cooley.
I agree. And I was just talking to my father the other day because like my if I gave you my phone and you went through my Apple Music today, you'd be like I listen to a wide variety of different music. And I was talking to my father because I really do have a deep love for like my favorite group of all time is the Spinners. Like hands down, I love the Spinners. I wasn't born, I wasn't around when the Spinners was making their hits.
Probably was made up the Spinners.
But I get in the car with my pops. He taking me to practice or something, taking me back to my mother's house or something. He's listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire, Luther Vandross, Whitney. That's what he's listening to. So I kind of got an affinity for that. That even though I might have been like, man, turn this shit up, but it stuck somewhere inside of me. The way as I got older, I wanted to hear it again.
So let me ask you a question then. So would you say that it's your favorite group because it takes you back to a feel-good moment or memory in your life?
What time?
That might be it.
Because that's what music is, bro. Like, music is energy. Like, music takes you to places or moments or times, you know what I mean? Like, that makes you feel good. It's like food, you know what I mean? Like, you have people that eat certain things that make them feel good, you know what I mean? So it may not be your favorite food, but the way it makes you feel when you hear it or the time it takes you to psychologically.
Yeah, I agree. Dang, my bad. I thought I removed that off the screen. All right. Well, I mean, like I don't be trying to be hard. Like I even listen to I ask God damn kid. We doing the show over here, making all that fry pan noise. I'm still riding that birthday high. Don't mind me.
I mean, you know what? I mean, anyway, but you know what's interesting about music? I was talking to somebody yesterday when I was riding, and I was talking about how when you travel abroad and you listen, like people just like to dance and feel good. Like they looking at you and it's a feel. It ain't nothing sexual. Ain't nobody trying to. It's just an energy thing. You know what I mean? And the music is very intense. The music is very rhythmic, you know what I mean? And so we got to look at like the music we listening to or the kids are listening to. I watched how when my son started listening to that music, how it changed his mindset, like how it made him from a happy kid to a sad kid. You know what I mean? The music is very depressing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very depressing. Like, the beat's hard, but if you listen to the beats, it's very demonic. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of deep things we can talk about on the music tip, my brother. But I just want to, shed a little light on that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And I don't think I started to actually realize that until I kind of got older and had more of a appreciation for what you just said, like just the feel and the energy behind it.
Yeah, when I was in Africa, people just looking at each other partying like, yes, this feels good. I'm like, yes, it does feel good. Like, you know what I mean? It feels good to just be, you know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to be at a party and just songs are talking about somebody in here gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to hear some feel good. I want to hear Uchi Wally Wally, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to make me feel good in the party. I don't want to feel like I gotta look over my back. Like, yo, hold up, yo, like, what are these brothers trying to do? You know what I mean? Like, and the sisters too. Because the songs talk about setting up dudes, and you know what I mean? Like, so let's not get it confused on why these ladies getting killed and all that stuff. Like, let's not turn the blind eye to reality. You know what I mean? Like, let's just be real. So why do you think all these artists and stuff are going down right now? Like, they talking about their life and their music. You know what I mean? Like,
definitely.
How dumb is that?
Well, another thing, let's see, what video am I going? Professor, did you send me anything that I need to go check for?
Not that I know of off the top of my head. That's your job, boss.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Job, boss.
You're absolutely right. Well, I got this video. The real Boyce Watkins, he had another interview with Dr. Claude Anderson, and I'm a big Claude Anderson fan. I just want y'all to check this out.
Keep 2 cents out of $1.3 trillion every year passing through their fingers. All the other money goes to white communities, to the Asian communities. 96% of it go out. There's no way you're going to survive. So this big economy that's getting ready to collapse in this country, we're going to catch hell because we're already on the bottom. We've been on the bottom in 2014. We just went through a pandemic. You're getting ready now to go through a major recession. What are you going to live off? You don't produce a damn thing except sweat. And they're replacing you in everything, in jobs. And come right in your neighborhoods and set up businesses. Your neighborhoods are wide open. You don't have not one community. I still got all these would-be black leaders in the country always talking about our communities. Quit using the word community. They don't have no damn communities. Blacks haven't got one damn community in the entire United States. Community is where you store your values, your culture, your history, your language, your wealth, your power, your heritage, and your income, and your opportunities and jobs for businesses. They have nothing. They're totally deprived, and they're happy always dancing and singing. That's it. Lord, give me a break. Black people only.
Well, as you can tell, Dr. Claude Anderson's had enough of the shit.
Yeah, yo, we all have. All of us people on the ground, we have. You know what I mean? Like, we are tired. You know what I'm saying? Like, only reason why we're going to be at the bottom because we got to be told when to support. We got to be told when to do some shit. Like, it got to be cool. You know what I mean? Like, it got to be like the thing that the people are telling people to do. It's not something that's natural. You know what I mean? Like, and it should be natural. That's why we're failing. You know what I mean? Because nothing we do is organic or natural with each other. You know what I mean? Like, it's natural for other people to roll together. That's not them being different than us. We have just bought into the program. Like, we bought into the Willie Lynch letter. You know what I mean? We bought into it. We're actually living it live. You know what I mean? So, I feel him. That's why I don't talk about it. Like, that's why I don't talk about come support my business, come do this. Like, I don't do none of that. So I shouldn't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think at this point, if you didn't learn or see anything from this whole pandemic, you did see. I felt like I saw a large amount of people I know that are African American start doing like something outside of work. Like, shit, my wife started 2 businesses. Like, I saw people start to do things, and I feel like, well, at this point, it should be natural just to. I don't even think you call it support anymore. It should just be like, when I go to buy something, like if I want something to eat, the first thing I'm going to think is, well, I'm going over here to Brother Nance. I'm going over here down to we just named all of those black restaurants last week, but it's just not in the forefront of our minds. And then
because it's not a natural habit, Mike. It's not a natural habit. Again, it's not I'm glad, like I said, I know a lot of people that thrived during the pandemic. I'm one of the people that created businesses during the pandemic, so I feel you. But I'm saying, I'm talking about the energy of the support. Like, it was high at one point, like, yo, Black Wall Street, oh, buy black, boom, we're going hard. You know what I mean? And then, like, it gets back to, once everything open up, it's back to reality. Like, I want to be back where I'm comfortable, not where I'm told to be. You understand what I'm trying to say, Rudy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So a couple of things. First thing is something you said that's funny enough. I was just watching this movie and they were talking about something totally different, but it's exactly what you just said. The woman she asked another lady, who are you, right? Mm-hmm. And she said, well, Dr. So-and-so told me I am this. She said, so do you believe it? She said, I don't know. I guess he seems to think that I am. She said, so you need to be told what to believe. Right? She said, I don't know. She said, well, how come you don't know who you are? So she said, I'm not sure. She said, well, come back to me when you're sure then. Right. So in my mind, I was saying to myself, like, damn, yo, that's funny because we are pretty much told what to believe. And if nobody tells us what we're supposed to do and what we're supposed to believe, we don't move. We're unsure. We don't know if this is right or wrong. We have to be told. We don't feel anything anymore. Like when you were talking about the music and about how music feels, I tell people like, yo, and I don't even know if I was around y'all during that time. But yo, I used to go to the clubs and dance, yo, from the time I walked in the door to the time I left.
Me too, yo.
No more.
Me too.
The thing about it is, when I used to go to the clubs like the Steelworkers Union halls and you know those types of places, the music was different. The music was happy. The energy from the music was totally different than it is now. Now it has you might get to hear to it. The beat might be nice, but then it's something that's coming out of it. The frequency, we ignore frequencies, we ignore subliminal messaging. Right. Remember when they were talking about how you could play records back and hear certain messages come out through the records about when to buy CP and all that kind of shit, right? And I was saying to myself, well, if back in the 60s and 50s, these were things that they were fighting against, how come here in the 2000, the 21st century, there is no conversation about fighting against subliminal messaging? Because we see it every day. We're indirectly and directly pushed into a certain direction. If you listen to most of these young guys today that's rapping, they're really talking about being drug addicts and killing themselves. That's really the whole conversation in most of these lyrics that we're listening to. It's not fun anymore. It's not funny anymore. It's quite sad, man. This shit is, like you said, it's depressing. But when you said about the black business, now here's my thing. So here's the thing. I actually had a conversation with Kauza about this because there has been a large number of black businesses that have started over the past, I'll say 10 years, you know, in total. And one of the things that we discussed was, especially when it comes to restaurants, because there's a lot of restaurants that popped up, the lack of quality service. That was one of the things that we discussed, right? And one of the things that Kauza pointed out that I never really thought about is, he said, yo, the one thing you got to remember is these black businesses didn't get it grandfathered to them like the Italians did, like the Asians did, like these other groups did. These other groups have had history of being in the kitchen and having restaurants. So that behavior, that hospitality that they were taught from young to now, black people are just now tapping into it. So when you go into a black business, you got to kind of be a little more lenient with the staff, especially early on. Hold on. So I see what you're doing. You got to be a little bit more lenient, you know, coming in the door. So I said, okay, I hear what you're saying. That makes sense. But let me explain something to you. When you're spending your money, you don't want to understand why people are falling short. Right. You feel like, okay, if I come here, I'm expecting a certain level of service, because if I'm not going to get it here, then I can always go to the places that I'm familiar with and get that level of service and feel good about it. Just like the music. The music, I can feel good about it. In the different countries, I can feel good about it. When I come here and I listen to what you guys, the frequency that you guys have, it's nasty. The food might be good, but the frequency is bad. So if the frequency is bad, I'd rather not patronize it. And the sad part about it is, again, a conversation that me and Yo had. He said, "Okay, well, how come these businesses are not training their staff? It's not on the menu. You know what's on the menu? Making money. That's what a lot of these black businesses are interested in. They want to make the money, but they don't want to invest into their workers. So if they're not going to invest into their workers, then you're going to keep having the same issue. That's why you see such a high turnover in a lot of these restaurants, because nobody is trying to make sure that this here succeeds with the people that we got, right? Another thing, you got to pay people. You got to pay people right, man. You can't undercut people because you can. You got to do the right thing, because there are businesses that will pay them right. And typically, those businesses that will pay them right are bigger than yours, and they can afford to. So they're gonna go where the money is.
Keyword. I want you to think. I want to pause you, but
go ahead.
The key word: afford.
Afford.
Afford to
right.
pay them. The only way you can afford to pay higher wages or expand is with foot traffic. A lot of times with black business, it's not our customer service. It's not our any of that. We most black businesses, we have a people issue. We don't have enough people coming through consistently to, I agree with everything you said, because my motto is you're supposed to do higher service for your own. You know what I mean? Like, that should be without a question of a shadow of a doubt. You shouldn't have. It was a time, and I'm gonna let you finish. It was a time where as though we had a lot going on at the cafe. We had like a major order going out, and I didn't realize that we didn't have any containers, right? Right? For carry out, right? Mind you, just opened up. We just opened up. It was a few weeks ago. You know what I mean? And the lady came in there and was like, "Hey man, I had a beautiful experience. You know what I'm saying? I ate some dope food the other day. I came back, because I wanted to try something else." I'm like, "Oh man." Mind you, I didn't know that we didn't have any containers, right? So I went to, "Oh man, I had no containers." Mind, she told me what she ordered. She ordered a waffle. I said, "I'm making the waffle." I didn't realize I had containers, but I had a plate. So I gave it to her for free. But I told her, I said, "Listen, I don't feel, I want to give you your money back, or I want to da-da-da-da-da." She was like, "Nah, it's cool." I was like, "Nah, it ain't cool." You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm going to serve you this on a plate because you want to eat. You did what I'm saying? But that's not how I operate. As a black business, as a small business, as a business, period. You did what I'm saying? So I understand what you're saying. But to me, I think one of the main problems that major black businesses have, or businesses that's on the come up, is we have a people problem. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have a menu problem, a service problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just, one of our employees, that our first employee, she just moved on to another opportunity that I helped her write the resume for. We gifted her a computer so she can be ready for her next job. You know what I mean? Like, so I respectfully, I agree, but I disagree that, like, I think the main thing is black business. We don't have a consistent people thing. You know what I mean? In order to demand growth, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I everything else you said, Brother Rudy, I over agree. You know what I mean? It should be standard that you receive top-notch service, you know what I mean, from those that look like you, no matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because, that's important. Because to me, it ain't about food, it's about service. You know what I mean? Like, you can go to any Chick-fil-A in the whole world, even though I don't eat that stuff. When I used to go to any Chick-fil-A in the whole world, and it's going to be the same energy. The kids going to be out there happy. Everybody's going to be serving you. They out there in the rain, the snow, happy. They don't care. You know what I mean? Like, because their employer's treating them well. You know what I mean? So when your employer's treating you well, that's what you get out. You know what I mean? So I agree with you, Rudy. I'm sorry, y'all. So I had to uplift that point, though, bro.
No, it makes perfect sense. And when I think about it, a little more, I'm gonna say some of the smaller black businesses don't have the foot traffic, because I know a lot of them that do get foot traffic, but their service is horrible.
Terrible. I know a few. But I know a few. But I know the good ones that don't get the foot traffic. You know what I mean? I know the good ones that, you know what I mean, that serve different things. You know what I mean? I'm a little biased, so I'm trying to keep myself out of it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's real out here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, to me, I realized going into business, especially in the food industry, when you're trying to serve a dead mindset people energy, you know what I mean? The people are so used to eating food with no energy. You know what I'm saying? That it's they're accustomed to it. You know what I mean? Whereas though I'm serving something new to a dead mindset, to a dead community. You know what I mean? So I it's a little harder. You know what I mean? Like I was talking to somebody the other day. We were talking about we were talking to this couple about plant-based eating, veganism, this and the third. And I told them, I said the challenge is, you know, people be trying to replace chicken and replace steak. You can't replace a piece of chicken. No, you're eating cauliflower. You're not eating chicken. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to get frustrated because you're looking for chicken when you're really eating a piece of cauliflower. So if you get that out your mind and understand what you're eating, out of sight, out of mind. You know what I mean? But if you think, oh yeah, this is my fake cheesesteak, I'm eating a cheesesteak. No, you're not eating a cheesesteak. You're eating peppers, mushrooms, and whatever vegan mayo and plant, whatever. You understand what I'm trying to say, Rudy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, to me, like it all starts there, man. Like, I mean, I'm serving a, you know, black business. If we don't have, it's like I said, the mindset. We're looking for the badge of honor. Like, yeah, I support a black business. You shouldn't have to post every time you support a black business. Yeah, we appreciate you posting and all that. But that shouldn't be, like I said, when the demand was out there saying, hey, go support black business, everybody in the mall was buying toilet paper. Everybody was going to buy, the restaurants was going crazy on Grubhub.
It was a trend.
Like, I mean,
People follow trends. It was trend. It was trendy.
But it shouldn't be trendy. It's like saying it's like saying be proud to be black. That's trendy. That is trendy in itself. You got some people that's not even proud to be, you know what I mean, of indigenous or African American, whatever you want to call yourself. You know what I mean? So it's like, to me, if you don't have no pride or have no understanding, you know what I mean, of where we come from. Like I was blessed that my grandmother had a fish market for 30-something years in Connecticut and was booming. So I got to see, I felt like a little Richie Rich grandkid back in the day. You know what I mean? Because my grandmother, I'm working at 13 and 12. I can go work at a fish market and all my family working there. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen it. You know what I mean? So, and I've seen community because she was in Hartford, Connecticut. And there was a lot of other black businesses there. And I hear stories of my grandfather telling me the old Baltimore and South Baltimore where the banks, the cleaners, it was a whole community. You know what I'm saying? Of black businesses that was thriving. You would go to the dry cleaners if that was the only business you had in your community. You know what I mean? It's like, we're in, like, I'm working on a project, you know what I mean? At the school I'm at, I'm working in West Baltimore, right? I'm telling the residents, like, yo, bro, if y'all put up $1 a piece, it's 50,000 of y'all in this little area. No, that's $100,000, yo. Y'all can buy a building. All y'all can have a percentage in a corner store that y'all spending a couple $100 to $1,000 at the corner. I watched people at my job spend $100-something every day at the corner store, whether it's food stamp money or real money. You know what I'm saying? It's all being circulated back in the community. I'm like, why don't y'all get a piece of that? Could you imagine owning the land and you live in the store and every quarter your family getting a piece of what you put in? It's not rocket science.
But it's got to be it's got to be learned and understood, because a lot of what we know now, a lot of what we know now about business and stuff, like I'll just speak for myself. Like when my pops decided to start the trucking business we had, it was something that kind of hit him a little later. Like he had his own before, but it hit him later. But it wasn't like he got it from my grandfather, or he started it and put it in me. Like we late to lunch, like for the most part. Like, so I believe a lot of the work, a lot of the efforts you putting in, Brother Nance, and the professor we putting in, I don't even think we're not even going to see the benefits of it.
No, we're not. It's for the next wave, and nothing I ever do is for me. You know what I mean? It is for the next wave. I'm going to benefit. You know what I mean? I'm going to be comfortable, but I'm not going to be. You know what I mean? Like,
what's up, Jay?
In fact, I'm not even going to limit myself. I am going to see the fruits of my labor on this planet. I'm not even going to front you. I'm not even going to lie. And I like what Nick said: money versus morals. You know what I mean? If my thing is, I realized over the years when I chased money, I never made it. When I chased passion and purpose, I got all the money and all the blessings and things that I desired and I deserved. But when I was chasing the money and trying to do things for money, it never worked for me. You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't think we're late. I think that we need to understand our power, you know what I mean, and really utilize our power. You know what I mean? Like I told people, I'm not going to be the broke community advocate standing in front of people talking about how to change, and I'm looking broken. That's the problem. We got broken people standing in front of broken people telling you how to be unbroken. Come on, bro. It don't even make sense.
And I can't even, out of nothing y'all saying, like I cannot find a comfortable way to even pivot to any of my next videos. Like anything I would go through from right now, where y'all would be like, God damn, how you go there?
Bidenomics, y'all, man, yo, that type of stuff brings that out, yo, like it's a real thing, bro.
Oh yeah, I love the book. I love it. Like I can't wait to get into the second book I got from him. But yeah, I'm definitely a Dr. Claude Anderson fan. But this is a PSA for the summer. And yeah, this is random, but this is a summer PSA.
Hey yo, what the?
Oh, crazy.
Yo, we just look so.
Fellas, we are now in Hoochie Daddy season, meaning your beard looks good, your beard smells good, you smell good, your thighs is out, fellas, your thighs is out, your chest is out, your nipples is out. It don't matter. You look good, my guy. That's what Hoochie Daddy season is. You look good. And women are now acknowledging it and understanding it and saying something about it. Hey, Hoochie with the shorts on. Who, me? Yes, you. Get you some, fellas. I'm excited.
Hoochie Daddy. Ooh. Yo, I don't know how to feel about that.
I said, oh, is that a thing now? That's what it is.
I would challenge brothers to take a pic. I would tell ladies to tell your man to pick their bed in front of you with a black shirt on. That'll tell you if they got good health. They got good bed health. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, that'll tell you if they're drinking water and if they got good bed health. If they can pick their bed and it ain't all over their shirt, you got a healthy bed. Facts.
Ladies, don't be ashamed. If you see the brother, just tell him he look nice.
That's what I was
nice. Show some love.
Look dapper.
I was asking my homegirl about that because actually I sent the video to a couple people because I wanted to see what their opinion was on that, right? And I was saying to myself, all right, because prior to this term coming out, this Hoochie Daddy shit coming out, a homegirl of mine said the shit to me. Right? I asked her, I said, yo, where the fuck did you get that from, yo? She was like, yo, I made it up. I said, you should have coined the phrase. I said, because I'm hearing it all the time now. So I said, well, what exactly did you mean when you said that? She was like, it was the cologne that you had on. She said it was smelling like you was trying to, you know, I don't know, do something, whatever, right? So, I said, okay.
Watch your back.
I said, well, all right, that's cool. I said, I don't think I can get with the 4-inch shorts though. I ain't interested in wearing no low ass shorts and shit and have my mid thigh showing and all that old bullshit. I ain't doing that. I said, yo, just above the knee, cool.
Right.
I'm not doing no coochie cutters with the line on the side and all that shit. Right? You bend over, touch your shoes and your ass out. No, right? Like that.
No.
Don't drop your brush.
First of all, and I'm going to pause before I even say this, but first of all, as you get older, your nuts seem to fall a little.
Hey, yo.
So your shorts can only go but so short as you get older. Like I'm just going to keep it real. Like
you still wearing some basketball shorts.
That made you having them type of issues. You haven't grown up to learn how to wear the right type of underwear out here, grown ass man. You still wearing boxes, boy.
You gotta stay away from the hoochie granddaddies, yo, because hoochie granddaddies gonna have his shorts on. It's gonna be a little
silver foxes,
little nut bag hanging out the bottom. You better watch out for that.
Bruh.
Ooh, stop it.
No, yo, but you know what though? I'm not gonna lie though. Y'all were talking to somebody the other day about like, you know, I get compliments all the time on how I step out in the world, but I tell people I only do it for me. Like I'm trying to keep grown men alive. Like I'm trying to show youth that you can be a grown ass man and still be out here doing your thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to look like the kids. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, and there's no disrespect for those that do that. You know what I mean? But like, I'm used to saying,
yes, it is. Yes, it is, brother Nance. I'll say it for you. They need to fucking grow up. Like, you're a grown ass man at your age. I'm gonna say it for brother Nance.
I think all grown men should wear belts. I hate, like, you know what? I was riding through the community and I was just like, our men are sloppy, bro. Like, we went to war right now, bro. We would lose, bro. You know what I mean? Like, we would lose. Like, we would lose, bro. Like, everybody's sloppy, bro. You know what I mean? I ain't talking about physically working. I'm talking about sloppy. Your pants hanging off. Your shirt disheveled. You know what I mean? The women looking crazy. Like, butts and guts is the new wave. Like, it's just, we just got to really, like, I'm just being honest, bro. Like, and I'm not judging people because to each his own. You know what I mean? I'm not a perfect human. No one is. You know what I mean? But it's like, we have to set a certain standard. Like, even back in the day, think about back in the 60s and the 70s, even the ones that was getting high on heroin and all that, they was in suits and shit, bro.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, they was out here in suits getting high and, you know what I mean, cutting grass and, like, Chuck Taylors and, you know what I mean? Like, for real, like, I didn't know they were selling drugs in my neighborhood until I was 18, bro. I walked to that corner store for 18 years, bro, and never knew they were selling drugs, bro. That's how on the low it was, bro.
Mm-hmm. Shannon just
the
looked at me the other day.
The drug dealers look like the drug addicts, bro.
Shannon did just look at me the other day and she was like, women just don't give a fuck no more.
They don't.
Yo.
They don't.
Yo, when they made leggings an outfit, that's when they fucked up.
That's supposed to.
You ain't lying.
When they made leggings an outfit, bro, that's when the shit was, the floodgates was open. Leggings became, like, once that became an outfit, you can wear house shoes, slippers, Crocs, Kanye's. You can look like you on the beach every fucking day. Yep. Yeah, I mean, like, for real, yo, like, seriously. Like, people walking around in big, thick ass sole shoes, like they walking on the moon and shit. Like, yo,
orthopedic shoes. That's what they doing.
Yo, that shit crazy. Yo. Fucking people hands and feet up, yo, with these stiff ass shoes. Like, yo, the shit, breaking people arches and shit. Like, people have no idea. People be like, giving me yo, I got a pair. Let me show you these shoes I got right here, right, yo. Yo, I got these shoes that's made out of 100% recycled material, right? And I get so many compliments on these shoes. They are so comfortable. You know what I tell people? Yo, I'm a 40-something-year-old man. Yo, I buy shoes for comfort. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't buying shoes for I don't want no Jordans and shit, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not comfortable for Brother Nance. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not for me. You know what I mean? But, like, I just, I say I like to say, like, Rudy, another brother that puts the fly stuff together. And I watch Rudy. Rudy had a dope father. You know what I mean? His father was dope and the Sharp brother. So, I mean, we all learn indirectly from the men that we're around. So you got to realize, like, a lot of our kids, like my son, you'll see him, he's a little opposite of me, but I be just sitting there tripping like, boy, like, if you don't put a belt on, if you don't, you know what I mean? Like, but it's like, why do you want to represent yourself that way? But it's like, damn, is that what the generation do? But it's only learned behavior. And the only way you can correct it is by being more consistent about it. So, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Mike, and showed that video, Hoochie Season or whatever it is. It's about bringing grown men back, grown women back. You know
but I think between, I think y'all two, like, because I watch my brothers, like you and the professor, I can honestly say, like, when y'all step out, you don't look like you're still stuck somewhere. You look like you're in the season, but in the season, in your way, in your lane at your age. And I think that's where some people can't find that. They can't get that niche. Like
1992.
And then it comes down to what you're trying to attract. They might be trying to get. They might want some 23 twang or something like that.
I don't want that. No sir.
I was watching I saw a little bit of the Cat Williams special, right?
Oh, the new one.
Y'all seen it? Yeah, if y'all seen it, do you see what the hell? If you ain't see it, yo, watch what this guy has on, man. And in my mind, all I said to myself is, yo, people don't want to let go of their youth for nothing, man. Yo, he got these jeans on. Yeah. He got stars going down the pants leg and shit, stars on the jacket. He got a Scully on underneath a goddamn hat. I'm saying to myself, yo, he probably think this some slick shit. Like in his mind, he got some slick shit on. He's wearing it like in a way where he's not trying to be funny with it. He's wearing it like this is tough. Like this the thing.
What it is.
But see, these guys, man, they don't want I like what Nas said in one of your joints, living a second childhood.
Yeah.
Like some people do not want to let it go, yo. These women too. I watch some of these girls I grew up with, they still got their stomach out, no damn well that shit has failed. Look at that shit he got on. How old is Cat Williams? Ain't Cat Williams 75?
No, he's about a good 46, 47.
No, he gotta be older than that.
He got the white belt on. He got the white belt on.
I'm wondering if his balls can breathe. I'm a woman.
But you know what? That always been your style, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, that always been his style, bro. You know what I mean? Like, but I agree with you. Yo. You both morph as you grow older. Like, I feel like, you know, people are programmed right now to like look like everybody else. That like, you know what I mean? We were taught back in the day being different was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that was, to me, that was the hip hop way. You know what I mean? It's like, if you're doing that, I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you know, but like I said, man, you know, we don't know. Like some people don't even understand the difference between a summertime fedora and a wintertime fedora. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to change. A hoodie is not a jacket. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? So, I mean, but again, these are the things that we have to reteach and retrain the mindset. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I tell my students at school, like, yo, like, they like, Mr. Nance, you rich? I'm like, yeah, I'm rich. You know what I mean? Because I show up for y'all every day. You know what I mean? A certain way. You know what I mean? So they can, you know what I mean? Like, I done had kids inquire about stones and the African garment and this and that. And I just gave some girls some henna the other day, and I told them, I said, y'all gonna write on yourself with markers. Let me get y'all some henna. Give me a research paper on henna, and I'm gonna buy y'all some henna. You know what I'm saying? But these are the things that we have to teach. You know what I mean? It's like, I get an analogy of like asking a kid to cook dinner, and you ain't teach them how to cut the stove on. How they gonna cook you anything? So we're mad about youth and things and people that people are not doing that they haven't been taught. You know what I mean? Like, if it's not a taught behavior, you know what I mean, or it's not made normalized. You know what I mean? Like, the things that are normalized in our community are turning the blind eye to death, turn the blind eye to people arguing and not stepping in. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's a variety of things that we have made normal. You know what I mean? Whereas though, let's reverse that and let's make, you know, supporting one another and, you know, giving people grace normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we all in the fight out here every day. You know what I mean? And, you know, we're not on islands on our own. You know what I mean? You know, we are all out here doing this thing in one power. So, I mean, that's what keeps me going. You know what I mean? Like, that's what keeps me going. I try to inspire the next generation, teaching them the things that was instilled in me. You know what I mean? And just passing it on. Like, a lot, you'll be surprised how many young people want to deal with, they want to build with us. They do. But so many people want to talk at them and tell all these dumbass stories about what used to. No, yo. No, just show up and be your true, authentic self, and we can change the wave. But niggas want to come and be telling their story, and I used to be this. Like, I don't care about your gangster stories, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I hate when grown men meet me and be like, yeah, bro, I used to be in jail. And I'm like, yo, bro, why are you telling? Do I look like a jail nigga, bro? You know what I mean? Like, that don't impress me, my man. You know what I mean? Like, no disrespect. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't respect drug dealers and stuff like that, bro. To me, you know what I mean? Like, we glorify and do documentaries and on all these hustlers that destroyed our communities and our cities, but we don't do documentaries and we celebrate that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I was talking to my lady friend the other day, and I was like, yo, we're the only music that, like, yo, talk shit at our people. We the only music that call our women all types of crazy shit, the men all types of crazy, the women talking to the men greasy. You don't hear that shit in no other music, bro. Not even rock and roll, yo. I'm talking about consistently. Yeah, you'll hear a bitch here and there, or fuck you, or you know what I mean, in certain type of music. You know, all music tells stories, bro. But I was like, we was riding down the highway, and I'm like, damn.
I think over time, people can't put lyrics together. So now, in order to fill in the blank, you just throw a fuck in there or shit.
But we have accepted it, bro. Like, we have accepted it over the years, bro. Like, you gotta realize, yo, the best message, yo, if we want to really change the mindset, yo, music is music has taken over the world, bro. You know what I mean? You go to different countries, bro, you don't even understand what they saying, but the vibration of the music, bro. You know what I mean? So, like, we did the same thing with the music these kids listening to, bro. You know what I mean? Like, imagine their favorite artist telling them, yo, boy, I got a college degree, boy. Yo, I got a trade, boy. I got these businesses, boy. But what they doing is telling them to invest in Bitcoin and all this other shit, but not telling them what's really behind it or what to do. Because they invested in them, telling them about NFTs of their album, but not telling them how to build NFTs for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to stop celebrity worshiping. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Like, social media is kind of.
I hate social media.
Yeah, that's one of the, like, a lot of people don't know that is one of the reasons.
I'm a celebrity. Rudy is a celebrity. You're a celebrity. Everybody on this video is a celebrity.
That's one of the reasons why that I'm pretty much kind of walking away from the Cooley and the Gang show. Like, I'm really not into social media as much as I thought I wanted to be. I like it for what it's worth. Like, when Facebook first came out. When Facebook first came out, I loved the fact that I could connect with people I hadn't seen in years, and just kind of, and, you know, we was doing parties back then and kind of just getting everybody in one spot, and Facebook was our avenue, but it's changed and gone a different route for me that I'm just really not into. So I'd rather kind of just back around, and I feel we've served our purpose.
Yeah.
What's up, Troya Bishop? Troy is one of my.
That Glam Sham. What's up, Glam Sham?
Well, I was just gonna say real quick. My parents are from that generation of and I used to hear this as much as my son probably. Well, he's 7, but take pride in yourself. They definitely took pride in themselves. They wasn't earning as much as we were, and they were looking fly. It's the frequency. I look at pictures of my parents. They look so young and so fresh. And it was just fun. It was fun. Cabarets. And like you said, getting in contact with everybody from elementary school, people you grew up with in your neighborhood. We don't even have that in our generation, unfortunately. It's like you said, it's like to talk down at the youth. And the youth really, they're craving.
They love us. They love us. They love us that's not trying to be like them. They love us that they can see, you know what I'm saying? Like, that they can feel. You know what I mean? I did an interview with like 8 youth on the phone for this, directing them with this project, right? And the lady called me today and was like, yo, you got 10 out of 10 from all the youth. They loved you. You know what I mean? They loved you. You know what I mean? And I was like, you know why? I said, you know, I just came, and the person that was watching me was like, yo, bro, I know why they liked you, bro. You just be keeping it honest. Yeah, man, I'm not here to micromanage no youth. I'm not here to do their work. I'm here to guide them. We're not here to tell youth. We're not here to tell our kids what to do. We're just here to guide them. No, we guidance counselors. We're not even parents.
Well, you are tuned into the Cooley and the Gang show live live for this last Tuesday night, and then we'll be live Friday for our very last show.
Damn shame. The last show for Brother Nance to be a damn guest. You know, it's a damn shame.
At the legendary Lifestyle Cafe. There she is. Hey, Jennifer.
Yay. Hi, guys. How are you? Sorry, I'm late.
It's okay. We told y'all last week that I've been wanting to have Jennifer on the show ever since she read me the riot act last summer. And Jennifer is the sister to my wife's sister. She actually's known my wife longer than I have. Real talk.
Hold up, say that again. She's the what?
She's the sister of my wife.
Sister.
Yeah. She's my best friend's sister. That's my sister.
Okay. Because you know, Mike Blackified the hell out of him.
Yeah, he did.
I mean,
I'm like, yo, is that her cousin? Is that her sister? Oh, God. Like, what the
All right. So I got another video. So we're going to jump into it. But Jennifer, I appreciate it. I'm sorry it's the last show. Should have done this a long time ago, but
it's all good.
We got it done.
Never. I'm here. I'm happy. Thank you.
I appreciate it. All right. So let me see. I got another video here. Which direction am I going to go in? So what does a man want in a woman?
Y'all gonna start me there?
He's like, I came here right on time. Okay.
Okay, well, right
on time.
long term, that's not what a man wants. A man doesn't want a girl that's just going to be naked all the time and put herself out there available for every man to see. You know, that I don't have to be a man to know that that's not what men want. So then you say men suck, and I ask this question all the time. You complain about men, but are you being the type of a woman that a man would want? Right? It's a self-perpetuating problem. And then you say that and they, oh my God, Candace is a horrible human being. And I'm looking at you going, I'm not a dude. I wouldn't date you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll let totally disagree.
But long term, that's not what a man wants. A man doesn't want a girl that's just going to be naked all the time and put herself out there available for every man to see. You know, that I don't have to be a man to know that that's not what men want. So then you say men suck, and I ask this question all the time. You complain about men, but are you being the type of a woman that a man would want? Right? It's a self-perpetuating problem. And then you say that and they, oh my God, Candace is a horrible human being. I'm looking at you going, I'm not a dude. I wouldn't date you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would throw your diet on.
So is she, and this is Candace Owens. So don't just because it's Candace. Don't.
I was surprised, but I'll take it. She sounds like she knows what she's talking about.
So we do have enough women here and enough guys. So what are we missing here?
He hate agreeing with her.
Right. That's it. That's the part that a lot of people don't get. A lot of people. So
I don't agree with it.
Said he didn't really agree.
Yeah, that's why I want to start. I wanted to hear that part when he was like, "I don't." Yeah.
All right, brother Nate, you go ahead and kick it
off.
Oh
well, so okay, so
on here so we can spread this mic around.
No, so for me, I mean, I understand what she was saying, but I like power women. So if a woman is confident and she confident in how she look and she's looking clean and classy, you know what I'm saying? Like you can look classy and have a tube top on with an African dress under a long African dress with your stomach showing. You can be looking good. That doesn't mean that you are disrespecting your man. I like power women. I like confident women. So to me, if you got a man and you walking in your confidence and your power as a woman, why not shine your divine femininity? Because men, we do it all the time. We shine up. I know I try to look excellent every day for myself. You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't think that that's disrespecting or, you know what I mean? Now the women that, you know, don't have the mind and it's just the body and it don't match, it's a whole everything. You know what I mean? So I don't disagree with it, but I understand what she's saying, but I don't think that's all men. It's all about what you want.
All right, so let me jump. So there is a thin line between confidently being sexy and Instagram like, it's a thin line these days, brother. Now
so
between
I was going to ask that
confidence in your sexuality and an Instagram thought.
Yada 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 yada.
I mean, I've never been in the thought, so I don't know. You know what I mean? I've always come from the era of quality over quantity. So I mean, I don't.
Okay.
Big G, I don't understand why the hell you in over in the gram and not at work.
Yeah, he had IG, but he gonna say I ain't let him in. But all right, who wants to take the ball?
My question is, how often how many women do we have that Brother Nance is talking about? I think it's far less women that way these days than there are half naked, seeking attention, don't have all what it takes to, because it's not just in what you look like, it's also her mentality. You know, it's like, we constantly focus on the physical, and that's why a lot of these brothers get trapped up in looking at these big booty, beautiful women. Then when you take her home, it's not about just cooking. She can't even come up with a plan to help you get ahead in life. Amen. You know, or to listen to your plan and maybe ad-lib some things that might make it a little bit better. You know, another perspective. We don't have that many. I actually, surprisingly enough, have flipped onto the side where I support brothers in a way more so these days, because a lot of them are just misunderstood. And a lot of us women have fallen prey to the trend, because I think like a wave of nudity and these made up bodies and the physical, you know, superseding the intellect. And all of us just rush to that. I'm going to DR, get me a new look, you know. Never mind. You know, like it just became the wave. And then when the men just got over that, because it's like, it's too many of y'all. The market is flooded with y'all now. Now the women that are standing out, unfortunately, like a needle in a haystack, are the ones that have been there all along, hustling life, you know, getting ahead, paying bills, strategizing, and masterminding to just stay above water without it requiring her to be half naked to be seen. So that's my stance.
She broke it down.
So yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go, and then Rich has a good question I want to bring in. Who's next?
Jen just kind of smacked it up. But as far as how Candace actually referenced it, I do agree with how she referenced it because it seemed like she was speaking to a certain group of women directly. And when you're talking about that group of women, yeah, I think men see them just for the sexual aspect, not for the long term.
Absolutely.
So no, a man is not going to want you to really wife you because all you seem to bring to the table is that trophy look. And that may not, and that actually, you know, in that stereotype, because everybody who has these bodies and showing it off is not necessarily a knucklehead, but it definitely, unfortunately, there's a larger group in your group that are knuckleheads that make it look bad for the whole. So it's hard to find that one in that group that doesn't just have the body, but has everything like Jen and Brother Nance has spoke of.
So what she's saying? So my question is, was she speaking about that particular? She was saying that particular group was wondering why men don't want them or something like that. Because I feel like that particular group, I mean, they kind of wanting the same thing.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, far as like, are people looking for like people to? I mean, to me, I think people are looking for the wrong things. They should be looking for someone to compliment them. It's not really a love thing. It's really not. It's a compliment thing. Because if you compliment somebody in a natural way, all those other things will fall in line. You know what I'm saying? Like, because to me, you know, you're gonna, because as you learn to love yourself and you learn to be better at loving you, then you'll be able to be better at loving the next person next to you. You know what I mean? And everybody goes through that way, women and men, whether you in relation or in by yourself. You married, but you still do your self work every day, and he do his self work every day. So y'all together work can be easier. If you wasn't doing your self work individually, your together work would be hard.
I know.
So what about Linnea? What about you?
I was just going to say it's a frequency thing. It's just like when we spoke about, I think 2 weeks ago or so, where to me, you attract what you attract. So if you just so happen to attract a hoochie mama, then what you expect the hoochie mama to be? I mean, like what Jennifer just stated. You want that when you're a woman, me being an empress as I claim to be, I want to be the neck to the head. That's what I want to be, and that's what unfortunately you got to be in the frequency to be that. The same for a man. You have to be in the frequency to be that head to the neck. So to me, what she was saying, she had some points, and I don't really girl. But I mean, for her to say, "What do you think men want?" If I was a man, I wouldn't want that. I said, "Well, it depends on the man, because a man with money might be fine with hoochie mama."
If you got a social security check and you're just looking to be a sponsor, then that's what.
Hey,
but then it trips me out because but you know what's so funny? It be the classy ladies that be wanting to do the hoochie mama things.
Right.
That's the crazy part. You know what I'm saying? Like, they be the ones that want to do the hoochie mama things, but they just don't publicize it. I get it. You know, you got to know when to hold and when to fold and when to show your hand. You know what I mean? So I get what she's saying, but let's not act like that's not in a little bit of everybody. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit.
Mac, what's on your mind, Mac? How you feeling, brother?
Yeah, everybody got that hoochie mama up in them. It's just how you carry it and when you bring it out. It's like you said, you can't judge a book by its cover, you know. I mean, you gotta open it up and see what the content like. So if you got a female that's out here wearing shorts, long as she handling her business at home, she could be smart, have degrees, opening businesses. You know, I mean, you can't judge her based on her shorts. You feel me? You gotta get to know the person. You gotta get to know the person. She might got a little ass cheeks hanging out, but when she, you know, what I mean, she own her own. She got her own business. She doing her thing, and it's about how she carry herself. If she respects herself and won't let you disrespect her, I mean, go ahead, wear them shorts, man.
Yeah, bet. You
I
bet.
mean, also too, man. If people stop treating each other like objects, like we're not objects. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not. You don't own me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't own you. You're not an object.
A lot of people can't appreciate a woman's beauty without making it sexual.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, you can find beauty. I tell anybody, I can find something beautiful about any woman, and it don't have anything to do about sex.
Sex at all.
That's the
Professor. Oh shit.
You already know.
I think I don't know, man. So I've seen. I'll say this just to make it simple. I agree that people who dress a certain way and behave a certain way, especially on social media, it speaks to a certain mentality. That's just my opinion. I have yet to see someone who behaves a certain way on social media or dresses or lack thereof on social media behave differently than what they've shown on social media. And I think it speaks more to the mentality than it does to what they have on. What they have on just is a confirmation about what they already think, either about themselves or about, you know, whatever they have, whatever's going on in their reality. Most confident that I've encountered, most confident women that are actually secure with themselves don't dress like that. That's just my opinion. I have seen some women that, like you said, dress a certain way and they claim confidence, but because I know their personal situations, I know that they're very insecure about themselves. And they do that because the likes give them the security. The attention gives them the security that they were looking for. Even that is not enough. They're still in search for something. They're still looking for that affirmation that they never got as a child, or they never got from you know, their loved ones or someone that they cared the most about. You know, so I don't know. I've seen so many different scenarios play out, and because I've seen those scenarios play out, it's kind of hard for me to say like a woman who behaves a certain way on social media, mindset is going to be stronger than what I see. And when I talk about mindset, I'm not talking. See, I feel like a person that's able to take care of their responsibilities, that can come from multiple things. That can come from them having a lack for the majority of their lives and never want to be back in that position. That could come from wanting more for themselves because they think overworking is going to change how they feel about themselves. That can come from the fact that they have children and they want their children to have a better life than what they had. You know, it can come from a lot of different things. But when you wear certain things, when you do certain things on social media, that can really speaks to your deep down mentality, because you just wouldn't do it. Like, I don't know. That's just what I've seen.
Professor, my brother, I love you, boy.
I love it.
But I'm just saying, bro. I mean, you gotta realize this too, though, bro. It's a lot of successful men out here that feed that, though, bro.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, people can say what they don't want and what they don't, this, that, and the third, but people are feeding that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are feeding that, and it's transitioning to the next wave of that's what we think it has to be. You know what I mean? Like, I was talking to a brother about how they keep making them narrative like everybody don't need to go to college, like college is a bad thing. Now, I don't promote college, or I don't not promote college, but we shouldn't be the first thing you say. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a natural thing that now all our kids tell me, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to do this. but then you ask them what they want to do, they don't even know what they want to do. You know what I mean? Like, so it you know, again, it's all about, you know, it's all about mindset. Y'all feel you, Rudy, but it's what we feed, though, bro.
It is what you're feeding.
It is what we feeding, bro. Like, I don't, you know, I mean, like I said, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I've never dated them type of women, but like, I don't really have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't know, you know, you got to pay to play out here. You know what I mean? I used to tell people out here, like, you can't be, look at your aunts, that's the loud ones. They loud and lonely. You know what I'm saying? You're loud dressed, you're going to be lonely. You're loud with your mouth, you're going to be lonely.
Shannon ain't lonely.
Loud dressed,
thank you, Jen.
I'm gonna apply to you, Stan, and let it fly.
But on the lines of what Brother Nance said, as far as like you ask people like what they want to do, like ask the kids like what you want to do. Everybody want to be an entrepreneur, like that. That took me back to the slutty vegan founder. What's her name? Pinky Cole. She is spoke at the Clark Atlanta University graduates, and I'm gonna just play the clip, and I'm going to give y'all. Well, I want to see what y'all have to say about it, and then I'll give you my opinion on it. Did the screen go up? Oh,
no, Mac went out.
Oh, okay.
I have partnered with Varo Bank to provide every single graduate in this audience with a new LLC and a path to entrepreneurship. Every single graduate in this audience will leave this stadium as a business owner. I don't think y'all heard what I said.
But they don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Every single graduate will walk away with their own business. I didn't have no plan, but I'm going to make sure that you do.
All right.
That's the one right there. That's good.
I'm hoping he say what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I hope he do. I hope he say what I'm thinking, because I'm thinking something. I hope he's saying what I'm thinking.
The business owner.
Okay, shout out to this sister for giving this gift, but let me make one quick correction. An LLC by itself is not a business. An LLC is a filing with the state that shows that the LLC and the LLC owner have separate legal liability. That's it. You don't have a business yet. You need to first have a business idea, then you get the LLC. Okay?
And don't forget the EIN number.
Exactly.
So insurance number and a few more things.
So you see that, and then you saw the speech. I mean, and it sounded good to say it was a good sound bite, like it made everybody happy or whatever. But those are supposed to be college graduates that should already know a little better than that, I would assume. And you know, like, not to take away from anything that she did. I mean, she laid a stone down to a house that still needs to be built. You know, she put a brick down there. You know,
or she could have leveraged that opportunity to say that you are your business and leveraging yourself, you know, to start establishing yourself and your trust and your credit and how to leverage, you know, that part of it. I mean, I do like the fact that she seeded the idea, but I agree with Nick, like, everybody's not an entrepreneur. Like, I don't even like entrepreneurship, to be honest with you. Like, that shit is phony.
Either.
That shit is phony. You know what I mean?
I love it.
You know what? And I'm glad she said, I'm glad we're talking about this, because I hate the fact that we got all these coaches telling people that the shit easy and you paying people to do shit that shit ain't easy. You know what I mean? And we want to just glamorize the story. I tell the real. That's why people like me, because I keep it real. You know what I mean? Like, my business ain't, you know what I mean, winning out the gate. You know what I mean? Brother Nance coming out of pocket to pay people to work there. So let's not get it confused. You know what I mean? Like, entrepreneurship is not easy. It's not for everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody's not a business owner if you don't understand how to create systems. McDonald's created the system one time. That nigga ain't in there flipping no burgers or making no cakes. You know what I mean? Straight up. So I like what she did, but I would have preferred she said, hey, you know, you guys are college grads. You guys are your own. You are your business. So when you go into these corporations, remember you are your business. Follow this, approach it like this, or give them the people that can help them be better. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, the information is free. What we do with it is the fee. What we do with the information is the fee. The information is out here. You know what I mean? But what we do with it, like I tell the students, stop being entertained by the internet and be educated by it, but find the right sources to be educated by.
There you go. What you think, Jen? I called her.
Yeah,
Linnea.
I hate to say it, but I'm gonna say it. That was nice to say, to give them like a pep up like that, but in a way, she's kind of like defeating them in a way because they don't know what an LLC truly is. So it's like handing someone a book and saying, here's the book. It says LLC on it. This is all you need. They got to break into, it's like the Vinci Code of LLCs. They don't all they know is we gonna be business owners. They supposed to be doctors. So how do business owners be doctors?
Teachers.
So
that's true.
I mean, it was nice from the spirit that she was coming from, but that's something our people got to learn to stop doing to one another, is handing each other these apples and then expect someone to know what to do automatically.
Selling fantasy, living in fantasy world, not
that
reality.
It felt a little bit like she wanted to do what the wealthier men did when they paid off everyone's tuition, but she's not quite there yet.
No.
So let me just do something equivalent, to being as big. But it's the truth. So you gave them a paper, and I know that she said she was going to continue to help. And I'm actually, I don't want us to take away from the fact that she did something as opposed to so many other people.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, I don't want to take away from that at all, but it's just a little bit more than that. Let's not keep deceiving each other and feeding one another this hope. Because you could start a business on your own. For my daughter's 18th birthday, I didn't gift her, a cake or money and whatever. No, I gave her LLC. I put it, created her EIN number, her DUNS number, set her up. Now, what you do with it, here, she wanted to start a lash business. You're in Atlanta, here, take off. Set up a little storefront. Like, you could guide people to that, but just to say you all will be business owners and then here's the paper, it's like a little false hope.
Because it's really the back office shit that really we need to be more tight on. Those are the things that we need to be tight on as entrepreneurs and as especially Black business. Like, we need to make sure our back behind is tight. We all look good in the front, you know what I mean? But behind the guts, the inside fucked up. Pardon my language, Mike. I know this a kid-friendly show, bro, but I'm just saying the guts are messed up, man. The outside look good, but the guts are messed up, man.
Yeah, they don't see the background when you pulling your hair out and stressing and going through all the emotions. It's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy.
We have a comment from Instagram. Gracefully Created says she gave the short version. Those that are ready will take on the opportunity, and those that are not ready will just miss the opportunity.
Shout out to Gracefully. So what, Professor, what say you, brother?
So
real quiet today.
Yeah. I'm hungry. I'm trying to figure out this eating thing. I'm hungry as hell right now. So listen. So I think that like you said, LLC doesn't mean that you necessarily have a business. It just puts you on the path to gaining a business. Doesn't mean it's going to be successful. What's your plan? What direction are you actually going to go in? But not just that. I keep saying the same thing. Like, I think money can be put in other places to make people a little more successful. First thing is, like, like Jennifer said, I don't want to diminish or minimize what she has done. Because that's saying a lot, that she decided that she wanted to actually pull some strings and utilize the power that she had to try to do something. So I'm not minimizing it. All I am saying is, for anybody that would come after her or that is thinking along the same lines, I think there are a couple of places where money can be spent for people that are already graduating from college and those that are headed to college. First thing is, one of the things that I think I saw an article where they're supposed to be putting this in schools, but if they do not, financial literacy. Invest in some kind of way to get those graduates financial literacy. I think that's one of the most important things that a person can have, because if you don't understand finances, I don't care what business you got, it's not going to work, right? The other thing is, investing in a particular person or group of people in particular does not help the overall picture. That's just my opinion on that, right? If we're looking for an overall help, then we have to figure out what is the balloon overarching problem that we're seeing in the different communities. Like, what is it that could change for us that would impact us on a higher level? So you already know what I'm gonna say, because I've said it 100 times. Still haven't figured out how come we haven't invested into distributing. Everybody wants to put money into the back end. They want to put into the people that already have received the product, or the people that have already moved into something. If you could put money into the people that are actually creating the item, or the people that are shipping the item to the different places, that's what the real value is. Because see, here's the thing.
Let's do it.
Rudy, you on my street, Rudy. You better keep talking, boy.
Dispatch.
Yeah. Distribution is where the real change comes from. The reason why these stores, these small businesses cannot survive and cannot compete is because they cannot afford to buy the things the way that these bigger stores can buy. If we start investing more money into distributing, then you can bring back the stores. These places can survive, because now they can compete with the bigger. They can compete with the bigger organizations. But see, sending somebody to college, it sounds good. That's one of them things. It's like it's like getting the pretty girl, but you don't plan on marrying her. It sounds great. It looks good. But
that was a great analogy, bro.
Look, I was sitting on here like,
it's really no real value in it. It feels good. Everybody likes it. Oh shit, damn, you came out with her. Nice. All that shit. But at the end of the day, it did nothing. It was no real value in it. Nothing changed. You're still in the same circumstances. She's still in the same circumstances. It just was for a short thrill. And if we start putting more interest into gaining distributing rights, I don't know how to do it. I don't know what it takes.
Let's talk offline, Rudy.
Huh?
Let's talk offline.
So if we put more,
I want in on that, brother Nance.
Into that,
let's all talk offline.
Because here's the funny part. The funny part is, most of the products that we get are coming from places of people of color.
And they love us, bro.
That's the shit I don't understand. Like, why is that? Why is that so difficult? Why is that? And see, I don't have the multi-million dollars or the $1 billion yet. So because I don't have it yet, then that's not on my radar to do. But see, you got people that's sending 30,000 people to college, right? Again, sounds good. Not diminishing it. Great job. But if you really want to make some change, so it starts with distributing. It starts outside of right here, in the States.
Right.
Manufacturing, B.
Yeah.
I was about to say that, brother Dave. Manufacturing. It's hard to find a manufacturing company in the U.S.
I'm about to say.
So let me tell you something, yo. Mostly all the gear you see I wear, bro, is made by my manufacturer, bro, in Ghana, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, they love us. They want to do business with us, bro. Like, that's where they got us confused at and they got us divided. Yo, these people want to do business with people that look like them, bro. but not enough of us are coming over there with the mindset Rudy talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's one thing I can respect about the brother I used to do business with in Fells Point. He always taught me about controlling the manufacturing. If you have the equipment to make the products, you're never out of business. You know what I mean? If you got the equipment that does the packaging and you just don't, he had the equipment that did the packaging and he had the packaging for people. So he was able to do everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he became the distributor, you know, and it's not hard, you know, and even down to the restaurants, like, you know, the Asians, they got this collective Asian buying group where they all buy rice, right? You know, they all sell rice. So they all buy into one big ass rice pot and they drop the rice off at different spots. Boom, boom. Same thing with the ingredients. And it cuts their price damn near to nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's why they can still sell their food for $5.99. And you notice their chicken wings and shit ain't go up. Only our shit went to like.
There was no shortage.
No, for real. Our chicken wings went to like $20 for 4 wings and fries. Their shit is still $6.99. Straight up. Because they buying as a group. They're not going in, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's real. You know, so I agree with Rudy saying like that collective economics and stuff, that is a real thing. Like, we're trying to reinvent the wheel when it was already done. We just don't want to study the past. We want to say, I created this. They got us in the I created world. It's not about that. You know what I mean? It ain't about the I need credit world. You know what I mean? It's about we need movement world. You know what I mean? Like, we need to take what our ancestors already laid the books. They was way more intelligent than this wave we got. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it confused. You know what I mean? Because the stuff they wrote about is happening now. They forecasted it.
Yes, they did.
And they gave us the tools to navigate through it. That's why I'm chilling. That's why I'm not stressed out. I got the tools.
All right, then.
So it sounds like we started our first meeting.
Yeah, right.
We need the link, brother Nash. We need the link, brother.
Everybody on this call that know me, y'all know I've been like this. I'm not a new revolutionary dude. Like, I'm not a new Black Power guy. Like, this is how I was raised. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, straight up. Like, I've been supporting Black business since I was born. You
gotta work on Blacktopia.
You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, Blacktopia, definitely. You're tuned into the Cooley and The Gang show live for the last Tuesday night. We will be having our finale show this Friday
Lifestyle Cafe.
At the Legendary Lifestyle Cafe. Please
go to confirmation, Mike.
Huh?
They go to confirmation.
Yeah. He knew. I had everybody call him up. I'm like, yo, can you call on? Yeah, yo.
Yeah, waves.
We will be at the Legendary Lifestyle Cafe. Please, if you're coming out, come out to patron, show some patronage.
Patronage, yes.
Can you not have your phone ring during the show?
Oh my Lord.
She's important. You know, she's
important. Mike. Thank you. I am important. That could be someone getting some shade. Thank you. And they gonna want me taking the dinner and stuff. He always blocking the money.
Calling, man. Jay heard the Cooley and the Gang show was going. They trying to recruit him.
Remember that little challenge where everyone had a big stack of money and said the money's calling them. That was the money.
Well, we will be down there. Come out. Bring some cash. Bring some fun. Show Brother Nan some love. Come show us some love.
Bring your own liquor.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't drink alcohol, but you can definitely bring your alcohol. I mean, don't bring no chasers. We'll definitely have the chasers.
Yes. Let Brother Nan.
We'll have fresh sugar cane to mix with your alcohol. I mean, like I said again, I don't indulge, but I will definitely make your drinking experience a much better experience at the Legendary Lifestyle Cafe. So yeah,
give them the address.
And the sugar cane is off the chain.
It's 1301 North Broadway. We're on the corner of Broadway and Preston. In the historic Oliver community, which is one of the oldest Black communities. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, what's not to love about what we're doing out here? You know what I mean? Like, what's not and there's a lot of good, like I said, one thing about Baltimore is a lot of thriving. It's a lot of Black businesses, you know what I'm saying? And I love to see it. But again, like I said, you know, we just gotta, we gotta understand what support looks like. Like, I don't care if you like my shit on Facebook and share. I don't give a shit about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even care if you don't spend no money. Just come through and say what's up. Bring some energy through the space. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, you still got that jackfruit?
No, I don't indulge in the jackfruit no more.
What's jackfruit?
I do the carrot. Why not? I do the carrot tuna. Because you know what? unless you're using fresh jackfruit. The canned jackfruit got too much sodium and stuff in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you don't know how old it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they got a date on there, but like, how long it been packaged in it? And it stinks, bro. Like, it really just stinks, bro. To be honest with you. Just like I was saying earlier, bro. Like, I'm not trying to make a fake crab cake. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm eating a hot to palm crab cake. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a crab cake. You know what I mean? So I don't really. Yeah. So to answer your question, I don't have that, bro.
All right, but
we'll be there Friday. Time is what times we got to work with, brother?
I mean, you got from we close at 6, but you know, you're more than welcome to start rolling in at 5. It can be from 5 to 10, 7
Can we
to
do?
11.
Yeah, we'll do the show 7 to 9, and we'll be.
And you can stay as long as you need to. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You know, that's what the space is for. It's community, culture, and wellness. Those are the 3 things we represent: community, culture, wellness. So without community, you have no culture. Without wellness, you have none of the above. So mental wealth, spiritual wealth, financial wellness, all that goes together. You know what I mean? So,
and let me tell you about Brother Nance. I called, and this is my big brother for years. This ain't new. This is years. And I called him, and I'm like, man, I just want to let you know, like, I'm doing my last show. He tried to get the why out of me. I gave him a brief, real quick why, and I was like, I don't even know what I said, but however I said it, he was like, do it at the spot. I was like, you sure? Yeah, do it at the spot. And I think he hung up on me. Like, that was it. That's big brother. Like, you doing it at the spot. That's it.
Like,
Hang up, then I'm out. Like, nothing else to talk about.
Know.
So
like, that's a no-brainer. Like, that's what we have business for. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I was coming to your space and I wanted to have a party, you know what I mean? I would expect to be able to do it at your spot. You know what I mean? Like, you know, this is what I do it for. You know what I mean? I, understand why why you transitioning away from the show. I get it. You know what I mean? When the fun goes out of something, you have to move on. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to do things that bog you down, because then the information becomes like everybody else, and you lose the authenticity of what you represent. So, like I said, you paid, to me, I feel like you paid homage to the old school music that you came up on with the Cooley and the Gang, even playing off your name. You dig what I'm saying? So, I think that you guys showed a lot of integrity throughout the years that you had this show going. I think you could have easily slipped into the multiple different things if you wanted to chase the money with sponsorships and all that, but you stuck to what your purpose and what your mission was for. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to give you and everybody that was part of the show. I want to give y'all props, for keeping it going before the podcast thing became, the thing to do. You know what I mean? So I just want to give you props for that. Although you could have had Brother Nance on here, a little more often.
I feel you, Brother Nance. I feel you, Brother Nance. I'm feeling some kind of way, but they saved the best for last, so we'll just right?
You know what? It was Shannon who banned me. She said I'm always bullying Mike on the show.
What? Oh,
she said I had.
That's not what I said.
But she only needed one person, and that was her.
You did say that.
Family secrets, man. Family secrets.
Look, I mentioned the show to Jennifer. Like, it's almost been exactly a year when I said to Jennifer, like, you got to come on the show. Like, it's been almost a year exactly.
Yeah.
So I take it that's my bad. Like I said, we're not totally gone. It's I'll pop. I have some other ideas of some things that I'd like to test around, but as far as this, like, I wouldn't want to do this with another group of people.
It's not a goodbye. It's a see you later.
Basically.
Right. Absolutely.
It's an onward and upward, brother.
Right. But the time that you guys were, I actually was an audience member for a long time. It was just always so refreshing to see intellects actually share their thoughts and just be so not only introspective, but could take things that were happening in the world and give us different views, where I myself sometimes was like, oh, I didn't even thought about it that way. Okay, I could see where that would be that. But more importantly, what we don't get to see often is like real, authentic Black love. We got to witness a husband and a wife collaborate on something and support one another. young, handsome, beautiful, funny, the whole 9 yards. And I'm sure it wasn't the easiest thing in the world, but you guys did made it look.
Yeah, I came in. He finally let me on.
Yeah,
I was an afterthought. He finally let me on, but
look, in Baltimore, Shani, in Baltimore,
It's a
Shani
process,
go get the door.
Yeah.
Shani used to be the go get the door person. Hey, Shani, somebody at the door. Shani, go get the door. Shani, go get the door.
Just go get the
Look,
door.
they wouldn't let me on that first season.
I know, Mag, right? Mag, they had us over in the corner, Mag. That's all right. We made our way, Mag. We made our way.
Lord have mercy. What was y'all, Benson?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Pour the drinks. Play the music.
Wow.
Get the sound effects.
Y'all were the Benson crew. That's what that was. Y'all was the Benson crew.
Y'all can be so nice and so cold at the same time.
I love every minute
They earned
of
it,
bro.
Jennifer. They earned that. They earned that spot like a mother.
Yes, they did.
You
I
earned
loved
that
every
like a
minute
mother.
of it.
Gotta be in the Benson crew.
So I do have Shannon said play something ratchet, but I do have a video for y'all because I thought this was a joke, but obviously it hit social media and it got pulled off. Love you too, Mayberry.
We love you, Mayberry.
I actually was looking forward to being on
Love
here
you,
with Mayberry. I loved the way she stood her ground many a times against the brothers, and I was like, "Thank you for that." You know, back up and
Yo, she definitely did.
Mm-hmm.
And I would try to knock off that mountain. She would not come off that mountain for shit. So Walmart did come off the mountain because they introduced their Juneteenth ice cream. Now I saw it, but I just kept on scrolling. When I first saw it.
I already see what's wrong with it already, bro.
You said Walmart.
You said Walmart.
What's the association number one that you would even think?
Red Velvet.
So it says over the weekend, a photo of Walmart's new ice cream in celebration of the holiday started to circulate, and y'all know folks did not hold their tongues to share their thoughts on Walmart's move. According to Fox LA, after reviewing the thoughts of those online, the company has since issued a formal apology and said they will be removing items as appropriate. They said in their full statement, Juneteenth holiday marks a celebration of freedom and independence. However, we received feedback that a few items caused concern for some of our customers, and we sincerely apologize. We are reviewing our assortment and will remove items as appropriate.
They didn't use a focus group or something?
That's what I was about to say, Mag. I was like, where was the black focus group?
So this one right here is swirled red velvet and cheesecake flavored ice cream.
Swirl.
The swirl? Are you down for the swirl?
How you gonna speak about the swirl on the Black holiday, the Black Independent holiday?
We had enough of that.
I'm gonna be quiet.
So I mean, was Walmart out of line for the?
Yes,
it's a lot that's out of line with
yes.
Yes, it is, no doubt.
Let's just start off with the fact that you once again took something that belonged to our culture and tried to capitalize on it. Period.
Exactly. That's it. Any way you can see a place to try to make money off somebody else, they jumped on it.
Then you did it in the most dumbest way. Fucking ice cream.
Colors love ice cream.
No, we don't. We like chicken. So no.
No, butter pecan. No one likes red velvet like that and no ice cream.
Right.
That's
what if what if Walmart start selling dashikis? Would y'all buy dashikis from Walmart?
Nope.
Certain things I like to get from certain people. Like if I walk into an Asian restaurant and I ain't gonna lie, and I'd have seen Brother Nance behind the counter, I really don't want that food. Like Hey,
Mike, you ain't lying, yo. I just had a bad experience on the road in Virginia, bro. Stopped at a Asian restaurant. There was a white lady in there that looked like she was from Dundalk and shit, bro.
Oh no!
You know what I mean? Like, yo, that shit had no flavor, bro. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I was sitting there like, yo, we should have known what something. We walked in there, I was like, I saw a lady that looked like she was from Walmart. When she said hun, I should have said, oh shit, I gotta run.
The signs
like
were there.
every once in a while, like I just want authenticity, like and not that like there are some great chefs out there. Can't knock them. There's some good like Asian fusion, some, Hispanic fusion, some soul fusion. There are a lot of great chefs out there. But if I just really want my niche, then I want to see the food match the culture. I'll say. Sometimes I just want the food to match the culture.
There was nothing like them red beans.
They just think that. I mean, these companies.
There was nothing like them red beans and rice in Puerto Rico.
Them shits was good. It was just some good red beans and rice. That wasn't no Popeyes shit. That was real shit, right?
Not Popeyes. Oh gosh. So Sienna just made a point. Sienna just made a point. She says, "Well, Target supports Black owned."
Oh, they definitely have a large Black
Right,
owned.
they have a section,
and that's why they knew not to come out with no Juneteenth ice cream.
Right. That's what Mayberry said. Mayberry said they had the wrong people in the room to make this decision. This is why we need to push our presence. This is ignorant as AF.
And then they don't even. Then they got it look like the Jamaican colors on there, like
right? Yes.
You know what I mean, don't even.
Red, yellow.
But you know what? It's a lot wrong with that whole weekend. You dig what I'm saying? Like, if you want to just be real, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot wrong with that whole weekend. Like,
we're gonna start somewhere. It needs.
I appreciate the Juneteenth piece, but I'm just talking about all the other things
that happen
in line with that same world, like Father's Day and you know what I mean, and Pride Day and Juneteenth all on the same day.
Squeeze it all out at one time.
Feel about that.
Like, hurry up and just get them all out the way.
All out the way.
But on Father's Day weekend, even though
is that enough? If your Father's Day already feels like y'all not celebrated enough.
Yo, Vance just stares, Umar.
Yes, or Umar.
Yeah, like I said, I don't really celebrate holidays, but I'm just saying it just be funny how things be falling and how corporations.
Yes. Oh yeah.
They minimalize the things when we try to uplift certain things. They get minimalized easily, and then it just becomes another day. It's not nothing of importance. It's like, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, the more commercials you see, the more it'll be out of sight, out of mind. Now people be like, I don't celebrate Christmas no more. You celebrate Christmas your whole life, but now you 20, 30, 40, you don't celebrate Christmas no more. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be, Juneteenth was significant to those that really, were supporting it and what it really represented. So for them to make it commercial, it's
commercialized it. Yeah,
it's crazy. I hope that people have the same energy, support the Black business. You know what I mean? Even more that particular day. So,
Go and get all your Father's Day gifts.
Professor, you getting some Juneteenth ice cream, brother? Ooh. You want your Juneteenth Sunday?
I don't eat ice cream, sir.
Oh, okay. Thought you.
But
I don't eat that shit either. That's possible.
But I don't know, man. We see that companies make money off of us all the time. Wherever there's struggle at, there's always going to be somebody making a profit off of it. So that's all they're doing. They're capitalizing off of it. And I mean, to be honest with you,
I ain't mad at them.
You can't be too hard on Walmart because we fall for shit like that all the time. I mean, this just wasn't successful.
A chance.
Even the Black Lives Matter shirts, if you remember, I can't remember if they were selling in Walmart or not, but all of a sudden it popped up in different places. Yeah. People standing around that were not people of color as well with the Black Lives Matter shirts because they knew that it would sell. They would capitalize off of that struggle, that conversation, that hashtag. I don't know. It's just one of them things where you take it almost like with a grain of salt. You realize that the only reason why these companies feel comfortable with doing the things that they do is because we fall for it. If we stop falling for some of this stuff, they wouldn't even attempt to try to pull no stunts like this. But until we stop falling for it as a whole, they're gonna keep doing it. It'll be something else. So, like when you took the vaccine, when all of that.
That train ain't never late. That train ain't never.
I need
to make me a shirt. Got vaccine? I'm gonna do that shirt.
Bruh. Hey, Rudy. Hey, yo, don't stop me on that. Don't stop me on that. All that stuff.
Yes.
We're not going to
that. I don't fuck with them.
Look, I didn't play my Black Lives Matter video today.
Please don't, yo. Please don't.
That one go. I let that one go. We've been doing good. I let that one go.
The Black Lives Matter is a joke.
I do have I'm just gonna warn y'all, for anybody that knows me that's watching the show today, family, friends,
just feel like it's about to go left,
that had any little bit of hope in the world left for me or my sanity, you may not want to stick around for the last video I played for us to go off the air.
Okay.
You still hope that I had a little bit of something left inside of me. Just I know it.
No, we never did.
Yeah.
You ready? Go ahead.
I'm gonna fuck that up.
We just knew you would be.
You wouldn't be Mike if you didn't do it. Go ahead.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck that when we.
Which one you?
The video I'm gonna
Just
play.
show us what we expect.
I don't even know what that one is.
You don't know what that is?
No.
That's the dopest rap on the planet. That's the illest spitter in the world.
Is that the one you was playing the other day?
All day long.
Oh fuck.
I love that song. We're gonna play that on the way out, baby. So I know I hate, to have to bring it to an end, but I would like to get some final thoughts from everybody.
It's over already. I just got here.
You and Jennifer.
We were late. I was here and I was late.
So
But one day I decide I'm not going on social media. I get a message I'm supposed to be on the show today. On
but
social
look,
media.
So Shannon's gonna tell me, like, she was like, "Did you remind Jennifer?" I'm thinking to myself, like, well, you texted. Why are you gonna make me hit on social media?
All of a sudden.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And my mother's here. I want to play the video now.
Oh wow.
Oh man, you see who just popped up?
All the moms is in here. I'm about to go ahead. I know y'all want to hear it. Let's go ahead and go ahead and get it going.
Come on, please.
Just see.
I'm just an old player from off the block. I get the black girls kicking the white girls cock. I brought the Chinese girl a brand new walk. I love Maria cause she made the tamales real hot. On the microphone, I'm the best you heard. Cause I'm social poet with the waves and waves. And if I smoke a nickel bag up the hood, you get scuffed like a white wall on the court. Your beats ain't banging, your rhymes is whack. You pretty Tony, I'm the Mac. When you rap, you don't even like to shit yourself. So take the microphone, boy, and stick yourself. I get high as a rooftop, shine like a shoe shop. Nominated Pimp of the Year, nigga, you not. I got the juice, that's word to Tupac. And all you got coming from me is a boof-op. Disrespect what you're not gonna do. Put a foot in your ass with an all-white shoe. We ain't friends, so let's not pretend that this razor won't become JD's revenge. You feel me?
Oh no! Don't get throwback home.
Daddy is there.
Yeah, that's a booth. Look at his hair.
Bars.
That is throwback Tony.
First of all, that was the most racist song I ever heard.
Throwback Tony.
Was that Ricky Smiley?
Ricky Smiley. Yeah. I listened to that song like it was on Apple Music hottest playlist.
Why you eating dinner?
All night long. He said, "I like."
What he said? Go ahead. Why your mother's like that? Go ahead. Why your mother's there? What was those first few lines? He did what with the black girl, the white girl, and the Chinese girl, and the Spanish girl?
He got the Asian girl walk.
He got her walk. He put something one walk. Listen,
I'm telling you,
tamales hot. Man, that's what I'm talking about. That was fun.
Oh, man.
That was fun. You're an ass.
Final thoughts. I got it out my system. Brother Nance, what are your final thoughts, my brother?
Oh, you talking about that or just in general?
In general.
Your closeout thought.
I mean, appreciate the opportunity to be on the show. I just, I hope everybody continue to move in peace and power in their life and continue to strive towards their greatness every day that the Most High give you opportunity to wake up. You know what I mean? Just, it's up to you. The rest is up to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop complaining and, the only hater in the mirror is the person that's not putting in that work. You know what I mean? So ain't no haters, quiet the noise, good people, and keep pushing forward. You know what I mean? Peace and power.
Noise. I like that. Quiet.
Linnea.
I'm just gonna say again, it's not a goodbye. It's a see you later. I still got Black Patel News, so that's actually gaining some ground. I'm kind of, doing a little woo. But I just want to say it was a pleasure being a host. Just like Jennifer, I was like an active audience member. I felt like Brother Man, Angry Man, whatever the man was that Charlie Murphy played on Martin when he had his little talk show. That's how I felt. So it was a beautiful, humble pleasure. I love it. Everyone got their own spin, got their own frequency, and we're doing big things. So we're gonna be back. Just it's just a see you later moment. So
I definitely appreciate you, Linnea. You were here faithfully every Tuesday. Every Friday.
Yeah, she said every Friday.
Every Friday. You came, you followed us over the Tuesday nights. And I just said to Shannon one day, I'm like, no, I went online. I was stalking your page for some reason. I was like, Linnea does podcasting. I'm like, I'm going to reach out to her and see if she wants to. And here we are. And I definitely appreciate you.
But the funniest part was when we realized that nobody knew. Like we was like, "You're not friends with Linnea?"
Oh yeah, it was like, you know Linnea?
No, everybody's like, no.
Maisha Warren. We went to school together at Western. So
yeah, but after a while, we just put Maisha to the side, and you was really my friend.
She's mad at me, y'all.
She gonna keep asking.
But it's all love. It's all love, Maisha. Class of '98. It's all love.
But I definitely appreciate Linnea. Like definitely, you came through in the clutch. You had perfect attendance. You were here.
With some shots fired.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Linnea, your attendance was perfect. You were always on time, if not early. And it was greatly appreciated when I was going through a very good time when I never knew who was going to show up when I just sat here all day long. Like you were always there. You and Mac. Linnea would get there first, and then Mac would come sliding in right behind her, and then I would just have to roll the dice to see who the fuck would show up next.
And if you would have hollered at your boy, you would have had it, you know what I mean? But
Brother Nash, my brother, you not even a guest no more. You have been on this show more than the professor. He don't even I'm on one tonight. Yeah, I'm on one.
You know what?
Put some more bullets in that thing. Put some more bullets in that. Put some more bullets in that.
He said, "Put some more bullets."
I would have to strongly disagree. The professor.
He got one for your ass when it's his turn. Just know that.
The professor has been a solid brick of this foundation.
Oh, most definitely.
Yes, he has.
You know, I think the professor
and the
has
stories
been
have been very interesting.
Yes.
I found pretty girls in neighborhoods. You don't know where you're going to end up.
The streets of Baltimore and elsewhere.
They professor.
Oh, Matt, what's your
Let me get brother? Better stay away from these strange chicks.
First of all, Brother Nance, I need a pair of them shoes.
Got you, bro.
Need a pair of them shoes. I ain't really got nothing. I'm gonna save all my heartfelt comments till Friday. But I just like to say it's all love, though. I appreciate everything dealing with this show from the time. And it was at one point when I was just sitting there, just watching the show, wasn't touching no equipment or nothing. It was just, the energy was so real. It just felt good to be around, So all the steps I took to get to be on the show. Of every
That's that king state of mind, baby.
There you go. Jennifer, what are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts. I just, like I said before, I enjoy being able to see where everyone could have been anywhere else. You guys showed up as a collaborative to just feed off of each other's intellect, and that's just dope. But we could be listening to garbage and nonsense all day long because social media can drag you down that scary road. It was always refreshing to just know that we still existed, and that the conversations were still being had. And just my little tidbit always is what I'm using for myself. Every day you have a choice and a chance. What are you going to do with it? And that's it. Just, don't do anything without love or God. And this was not by coincidence. It was by design. So It's like Linnea said, it's not a goodbye, it's a see you later, because we're about to get better. You know, I'm not about to let this just die off and disappear. We're going to reinvent and do something else with it, where the love could still be there and the conversations can still be had because they're necessary. Necessary. Thank you for the opportunity.
The
Thank
spot
you for
called Legendary Lifestyle Cafe.
Professor.
So I actually heard some. So when I was watching that movie, I was talking about the Cat Williams joint. He made a comment that another comment I actually really liked. He said that we're at war right now, right? And he said it's not about color. He said this time it's not about color. It's not about money. It's not about status. It's about the truth and the lie. He like right now you're struggling to figure out where the truth is because there's so many lies being given out that you really don't know what direction to go in. You don't know, what to do. So the only thing I can say to you is do your own research. We've gotten so comfortable with our research being one source that we no longer actually do anything to see if there's any other avenues. So I just think that we need to do more research on different topics and just try to gain a better understanding about what the truth is and be okay with it. And don't have to agree with who we are, but some things need to be said.
Facts.
The Matrix is strong.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Dina. I know Dina will be there next Friday, though.
Legendary Lifestyle Cafe gonna be possessed.
Don't forget, come with the mind to patronize the brother.
Yes.
Want to show Brother Nan some love because he didn't have to do this. No matter what he says, he didn't have to.
We appreciate it.
And it's definitely appreciated. Your final thoughts, ma'am?
I'm just ready to turn up for a good weekend. I'm gonna bring my shades though. If y'all need them, they're gonna be in the car. My frames and my shades, they're gonna be in the car. I'm just saying.
And for the jewelry.
I ain't paying the jewelry too much. That's too much. But the shades, I can do that. Just saying.
Hey yo, hey Mike, can I get one of them Cooley and the Gang hats, bro?
It's not gonna be here on time.
T-shirts.
I won't have it in time to get, but I can get you one though. I'm definitely not shutting none of that down. I'm going to keep getting merch.
Merch.
I need a hat. I mean, I need a hat, bro.
I got you. I got it.
What type of hat is that on your head? Is it snapback?
Snapback, yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you can read between the lines, brother.
I got a navy blue one, yo. Navy blue, all right?
Nah.
You want black?
I'm not a navy blue type of guy. I'm more of a red type of guy.
I don't have no red, yo. I had to order that.
I mean, I don't want that. I want the one that you got, like black, like that.
I picked up on that too.
I'm a sign underneath of it for you too, yo.
Man, that's cool. It's gonna be worth some money later on. You know what
I appreciate it. Yeah, we definitely gonna be in the building.
Yes.
I'm gonna get down there, scope everything out, see how we can set up. And we're gonna have the best show we've ever had. And we're gonna laugh, and I'm gonna talk my talk, and it's gonna be fun.
So, yo, are you gonna be bringing all of the sound equipment and all that?
Yeah.
All right. So you just need me to provide like space,
the building,
chairs, all that. The building.
All I need you giving the building. You providing the.
I need chairs. I don't know what the fuck you're saying, but I'm gonna need somewhere to sit.
I got a special chair for you, Glam Shan. I got.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
It's gonna have your name on it. It's gonna have your name.
I believe him too. I believe him too. So I'm only thing I'm gonna bring is my long foldable table, maybe. But other than that, yeah, we'd be good.
I mean, you don't have to bring tables, but if you choose to, that's on you.
I just bring it in emergency just in case.
But I'm telling you, you don't have to bring it because I have tables.
See, there you go. That's why. That's why. That's why he was bad. That's what right there. You see how he talking to me? See how he said it?
You can't bully my husband. You can't even do it nicely. You're not supposed to bully him even nicely.
That was very nicely.
That was very nice, but you heard the authority behind it, though, right?
Okay, so listen, my brother. So let me say it let me say it this way. Listen, my brother. You know what I mean? You know, I just need to know if you're gonna have the sound equipment, because that's the most important part. Tables, you know, I am a well-equipped Black-owned business, so I do have a table for you that I would like to provide for you, brother.
There you go.
So
he will not bring a table. Done.
You know what? Hey, Glam Sham, was that better? Was that better approach?
Thank you, brother Nance.
You know,
I got what you were saying.
I don't want no problems. You know what I mean? It's called Cooley and The Gang. I don't want no problems with the gang. You know what I mean?
Lord,
so we will be there Friday night. The show will be from 7 to 9. Please come out, show us some love. We'd love to see the faces of everybody. Yeah, BYOB. Don't go crazy. Be mindful that you still got to get home. I don't want nothing on my conscience. And come get some of that sugar cane and some of the wonderful treats that Brother Nance has at Legendary Lifestyle Cafe. That's all I got. I'm not even going to hit y'all with a lot, but like I said, next Friday we're going to end this thing.
Next Friday or this
no,
Friday?
This Friday. I'm sorry, this Friday.
I'm about to say, bro, next Friday. I'm in LA, bro. I don't know.
That's right. Yeah, this Friday, May 27th. May the 27th.
Yes.
Is where we're
Memorial Day weekend.
Y'all kicking off Memorial Day weekend.
That's right. So everybody be safe. Have a good one. And of course, we're going to end it with my brother Nance.
Eyes open as I'm rolling through my face, alarm blowing, giving thanks to my creator for another chance to go up. Couple sets of push-ups, couple sets of sit-ups. Yesterday I had a stumble, but today I got my wind up. I be having crazy visions like I know where I'ma wind up. Victorious, all systems on go. Every seed that I sow, every lesson helped me grow to walk my God mission. 730 edition, I can hustle and motivate and do the work and elevate. That's the routine for creating the great.
And a great day.
So clean and keep pushing to find a way. Cleanliness is godliness. I look forward to mine. Do the checks and balances to keep my streams in line. Divine is my design, 730, nigga. Divine is my design, 730, nigga. To all my peoples in the struggle, keep pushing further.
Did you finish those push-ups today? Did you finish that book? Did you finish running them miles? Did you believe in yourself today? Did you get up this morning and say thank God for letting me have the limbs and the power to do what I need to do? Did you do what you're supposed to do? You better breathe. You better push. You better keep working. You better outwork everybody. You better outwork your competition.
You are tuned into
ain't no
the
competition
Cooley and
but
the
you.
Gang Show
every move
on
is a
Blockworks
calculated
Radio.
step to aspire the next, to encourage the ones that want
Yeah.
more. Everybody get a
Great
turn.
show, Mike. Thanks for bringing me
Tap
on.
into the source, hit the world with force. I got the ground underneath my feet. Remember that. Big moon make the cipher complete. Remember that. Yesterday was the rank, current day is on the ship. 07 I was a rook, now I'm legend of this bitch. I got accurate accounts of what it means to go and get, what it means to keep going. When your body shutting down and your mind still going. When that laser sharp focus comes straight from the core, I levitated more. I've been the dopest. I ain't keeping score when the mother niggas switched up. Moon kept it raw. Live and maintain and go and get yours. Live and maintain and go and get more.
You better not ask permission to be great. Don't ask no one in the world do you have to be great. The only hater in the mirror is the person that's not putting in that work. Yo, stay encouraged, y'all. This your encouragement tape. This that 7:30 in the morning routine. This is how you start your day. This is how you end your day. Begin your day with power. Speak with power. Don't waste your words. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your energy. Don't waste your mind. Make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you eating them plants. Peace and power, y'all. It's your encouragement coach, Brother Nancy. It's encouragement tape, y'all. Peace and power.
Peace and power to the people. Cooley and the Gang. All right, y'all. Shout out to you. Yeah.
We're tuned into the Cooley and the Gang Show on Blockworks Radio.
Peace and power, God. Hit me up.
Appreciate it. Be safe. As soon as I get in town, I hit you up. All right, y'all. Those that y'all that hung out, it's over. Goodbye.